So I'm reading something from this book by Simmons, Kiss and Makeup. Gene and I have a lot in common, but I don't know anything about him. I've only seen him as a character being parodied on comedy shows. But he is a real person, apparently, and has at least contributed to this book. But I'm told that, reliably informed, rather, that he is a complete douchebag. So we shall see. I don't really have the right vocal cords or accent, so use your imagination. Life with Cher was a real adjustment. To start with, I had a whole new group of friends. Actually, that's not quite accurate. They were more like acquaintances. Mostly people Cher was close to, from Dolly Parton to Kate Jackson to Jane Fonda. At first, I felt quite awkward about that situation because the idea of celebrities hanging out with celebrities always struck me as a bit odd. Slowly, though, I got more comfortable. The fact that they were actors and not musicians helped. For one thing, actors can put a sentence together. That is a huge difference. That's their business. They communicate and look you in the eye. And then they were able to appear in public without being seen as freaks. Being in Kiss, by contrast, did not prepare us for the social world. We didn't have very good people skills because we were so sheltered. Nobody even knew what we looked like without makeup. And we hardly ever saw people except in hotel rooms because we were always hiding from the paparazzi. Still, when I first arrived in California, I was walking around on shaky legs. With groupies, I didn't have to explain who and what I was, but suddenly I'm going around with Cher, being something of a father to Chastity and Elijah, going on walks, having conversations. I remember once, Cher woke me up early in the morning. We had moved to her Malibu home. I said, what? It must have been 6 in the morning. I'm going to do an American accent now. Let's go running, she said. That's good, it's like Cher, right? I said, where to? I put on my leather pants and silk shirt and snakeskin boots. You can't dress like that, she said. Why not, I asked. Well, you've got to put on these sneakers and shorts because we're going to run on the beach. Why, I said. I was dumbfounded. I mean, you didn't do that in New York, not in 1978. Jog was not even a word I knew. In New York, it was always too cold to run. And where were you going to run anyway? It was something you did when somebody was chasing you. I think he sounds quite a funny person. He's not necessarily a douche. So we went, and there I was, running alongside Cher in my snakeskin boots, and I could barely stand up because my boots were sinking into the sand. And out on the beach, suddenly I saw Neil Diamond, and then Barbara Streisand. It was like I was at another planet. The bizarre thing about it is, they didn't act the way you think they were going to act. They were just like regular people. On the other hand, Kiss fans may be struck similarly when they meet me. I'm the guy that spits blood and then it's, hello, nice to meet you. They're thinking, wait a minute, how come he didn't draw blood? I met Jane Fonda through Cher. Our interaction was brief. I was at the studio and she came over to have dinner with me. In person, she was more attractive than in her photographs or movies. She was bright and didn't chit-chat very much. She seemed interested in the whole Kiss thing and kept asking questions about it. She also asked my opinion about a movie she'd been working on and what I thought about the title, The China Syndrome. She told me what it was about, and I told her I didn't think much of that title. I said I preferred something like, What If? The 3 dots following the if would light up one at a time and start to circle faster and faster, with a beep being heard for each visual flash. When the movie came out, it was called The China Syndrome.